Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go play action with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got him in. Complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And some room to work. Touchdown, Houston.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off the play fake, here's Jackson going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. 4th down. Here's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. This defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have regained the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's got Rome. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Pierce. He is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let this one go deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued did on the last one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, middle.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Throwing is Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And now here is another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. In motion goes the tight end. From the 38, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes a payoff by getting into the end zone. And if it does...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready?
2nd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number, Might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Ravens, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.